Well, good morning and welcome again to another podcast, Down to Earth but Heavenly Minded. I'm your host, Irv Risch. And what you're looking at on my screen right now is the skate park at Sunset in Los Angeles. It's my wallpaper that came up this morning, and I thought it would be a good backdrop to start my podcast, so I just left it on. And I'm kind of down in the corner here, trying to stay out of the way. Let me just turn this text off here. Okay. Uh, what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to share something with you that I just finished going through the last big series that I was going to have on uh, Samuel Redout's uh, papers and books that he had written, and I was deciding where I was going to go next. Well, good coffee today. I was deciding on where to go next, and what I'm going to do is let me just open up this document here. I I copied some of this stuff out of the last series I went through because it recommended a bunch of different things, some concordances, of course, dictionaries, but I didn't even put those in. And really, concordances, I'm not going to do, excuse me, I'm not going to do on my podcast. They're too extensive in length, and they're not good reading as far as if you're just going to pick up a book and read it. But they are references, and they're good references, and I use them all the time. In fact, one of the commentaries, or I'm sorry, concordances that were recommended, I use, and that's Strong's Concordance, and that's down here. Guess I have to go over here to point it out, and it's Young's Concordance right here. Uh, but let's just go through these. He recommended some of these as good tools to use. Walker's Concordance and the Oxford Pocketbook Concordance, and the best of all, Verbal Concordance, which we are acquainted with the Strong's Concordance. That's this one right here, Bible Concordance. And you can, if you go through the last series I went through, which was basically tools on how to study the Bible, and there was a lot of papers on it, so I have quite a few videos. I'm not sure how many videos there were, but there's quite a few. Uh, of course, Young's analyzed concordance differs in some respects from Strong's concordance. So there's another concordance, Young's concordance. And then we come to the Englishman and Hebrew and Chaldeans concordance. This sounds like a good one. It was by uh, Wigham, uh, and I know that I can get to this one here online. In fact, a lot of these concordances you find online, and one thing that when this writing came out, of course the internet was not here yet, and well, with the internet, a lot of these references, especially dictionaries and concordances, can be found online, and that's really good. So you can go out and find all of these. Now, this is the part I wanted to get to. All these helpful books that were recommended in this reading is so extensive. In fact, I don't know, let's see how many I got here. There's a lot of them. Uh, looking here, I got 74 of them. And then they have commentaries. Now, one commentary I didn't put on the list here, and There was 7 of them, and the 7 that I put out here, actually, I can get rid of that number 8 here. I was going to put the 8th one down, but I didn't. There, I got rid of it. Okay, there's just 7 commentaries that I had mentioned here, and that was, and I have this one out here, this by Grant, Frederick W. Grant, and that's the Numeric Bible. I started to do some of that, so I have some of it in audio form on my channel. And then there are 2 volumes from Genesis to Samuel, 2 Samuel, and they are a treasure house of things new and old. So you have to go look for it. And I believe they're by Grant also. And then Jameson, Volstead, and Brown's commentary on the entire scripture. I don't know if this one's online or not. And then, of course, the speaker's commentary. And this was prepared by a prominent clergyman of the Church of England, and actually it's pretty good. See, and even if he's not part of the assemblies or anything else, this one was recommended. And Elcott's commentary on the entire scripture, and you can go through all of these. Alfred's Greek Testament in 5 volumes. I didn't put this one down, and actually it would have been the 8th one, and that would have been the commentary by Matthew Henry. Actually, it's mentioned up here, Scott and Matthew Henry. I have that complete commentary online, and I'll put the link to the commentary that I have on our chapel's website in this video. And this commentary is well used. In fact, this is one of my better works because a lot of people use it, and I had a lot of good comments in thanking me for putting the audio portion of that commentary online. Now, I know there's the text version is out there, you can read it. So, but I made it available for those that would like to listen to the audio portion of it. Now, there is still one more commentary, and that is the one by, I'm trying to think of it here, it's the Believer's Bible Commentary by William MacDonald. And now William MacDonald went home to be with the Lord here not too long ago. I have his obituary, and not really his obituary, but the person who spoke at the gravesite, and also I have his biography out there, so you can check on that. So let's go back. I think I can do this here. Let me just scroll. I was on the wrong one there. There it is. Okay, let's go back to the start of Helpful Books. Okay, some of these books I have already out there. I've done just about all the work of CHM, Charlie Henry McIntosh, and when I did them, they were actually the voice was not as good as it is today. Digital voices have come a long ways. So I might have to redo some of the older ones that I did. I've been at this quite a while, and I've been doing these videos, these audios of all these old writers. I also have a website, I should say a Facebook page on old writers and authors. And I put a lot of stuff out there from the past, and but you have to scroll through quite a bit of it to try to find anything. I'm not a real big fan of Facebook as far as their layout goes because you can't go back and search. So you're better off if you go to my listing on the that I have on our website, and I'll put a link to this also of all the playlists that I have on Facebook, and there's a lot of them. Uh, I wrote down one time how many I had, but there's a lot of playlists. I got over 12,000 videos out here, so. But some of these I'm gonna have to look up, and if I can find them, and that's what I'm gonna start doing. And Charles Stanley, I have some of his out there already, but I don't know which ones. So I'll have to look for them and try to find out. And all these ratings that I got listed here, especially Grant's ratings, I got a lot of them. I tried to publish one time. In other words, looking at this list I got here, the lectures on the Book of Judges by S. Rideout, I did that one, so I have that one out there. You can find it. And Gleanings from the Book of Ruth, I did that one. And then the King Saul, the man of after the flesh, I just finished that one, so that's real recent. I did that one already. So some of these I've already done, but not all of them. And then C. Knapp, I'll have to look up his books and see if I'd done any of his. And there was one by, let's see if I can find it here. Gates of Jerusalem by Ironside. I did that one. And in fact, there's only a couple more of Ironside's that I gotta do. Some of his bigger writings. So I'll go out there and look and see if I can find those. Notes on Job by William Kelly. I think I did that one, but I'm not 100% sure. I've got a lot of William Kelly's ratings out there, and you can find him listed in my list of playlists that I'm going to include the link. And Job's Friends, I might even have that one out there by Charles McIntosh. I think I put all of CHM's ratings out there. But like I said, they were in the past. So you have to look for those. And J.N. Darby, John Nelson Darby's ratings, I did all of his. So you can find those on my channel also. Let me see if I can find out what I'm talking about here. I got so many of them here. I'm not quite sure what I did then. Here's another one, Jude by Ironside. I did that one. I don't see it here. But there was one that I wanted to do. In fact, what happened was before I even started doing audios, I published a lot of these writings on Amazon Books, and I have them republished so you can find them out there. But there was one by Frederick Grant that they wouldn't do. They took it down, but I can put the audio out there, but I can't find it right now. Looking for it here yet. Yeah. I thought it was later on, and let me just keep going here. Charles Stanley. Maybe I'll find it. Go through one more time here. No, I guess I don't know where it is. I do not see it. Okay. Here's another one by Frederick Grant, and that's not it, though. Well, I'm sorry I can't find it. I should have highlighted it or done something here so I could have found it. But what happened was I went to put this out here, and it was something about the Lord and His glory. And I just go uh, and what happened was they said they couldn't publish it. They didn't give me a reason, but I don't know if somebody else put a copyright on it or what it was. But I can do is I can actually do an audio of it. I think I still have it yet, and I can find it later on after I get off this recording, this video. I don't want to take up any more of your time. So anyway, there's so many good writings out there, so I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing as long as the Lord allows me to do it. I know I'm getting up in age, but I can still do a lot of things. So, well, I don't know how helpful this video will be to you, but with all the links that I'll put in it, maybe you can benefit by it. So where I'm going from here, I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure what I was gonna entitle this video. But with all that said, let me just close this up here. With all that said, I'm just gonna leave you and enjoy today, even though this is a picture of the sunset. Today is a new day, and just enjoy it. It's supposed to be nice weather-wise. We're in the fall season now, and in the part of the country that I live in, I love the spring and the fall. But the only thing bad about fall is I know winter's coming. But even with winter coming, I can still enjoy the weather. I even get out in the cold yet. And I used to ice fish, but I don't do much of that anymore. So there are winter sports, and a lot of my kids like to do winter things. They snowmobile and do all those things. So, and now they're into these four-wheelers, and they do that in the snow too. So, and I know my son will be putting his boat away. He bought one of the pontoon boats, and that's the only thing I go out on. I still like to fish. Well, I'm not going to just ramble on, so bye for now. Yeah, I guess I got away with this hand, and we'll fade out of here, and we'll see you at next podcast.